you need to make the viewer feel some type of emotion. That was a huge driving point. But he said this one line that I don't think I'm ever going to forget. And it was, if you only had one video left to create, what are you going to say? Is this in the episode?
Yeah, everything's going to be right here. We're just jumping right in.
Okay.
I want to say thank you so much for being here, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello, my wonderful folk queens and folk kings. My name is Jonathan Garano, and this is a podcast where basically I bring on my creative friends in my garage/bedroom/whiteboard studio, where there's just a lot of weird things going on with like static and stuff, so I'm moving the mixer. And today we have a special guest, a wonderful guest, someone that just makes me happy in so many different ways. He recently, first off, he's pretty dope because he's someone that's like a go-getter. Long time ago, he was like, you know what? I'm just going to move to New York and help this like other YouTuber out. And he became his like videographer. That's step number one. Number two, he doesn't make a living off of YouTube. Okay, he's not an influencer per se. Okay, he makes his money as being a badass videographer/editor for companies all over the New York City area doing fucking music videos, company shit just like that. Am I right?
That's right.
And then last but not least, he recently got banned from TikTok. Again.
But we got it back.
You did?
But we'll go into that later.
Yeah, I'm so fucking excited. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I call them my folk queens and folk kings.
Love them.
Welcome, Gabriel Desanti. Did I say that correctly?
That was right.
Fuck, we just said it, and then I fucking...
Desanti.
Tell me about your rings, though, on your fingers. What's going on with that?
You know, I just think that guys don't wear rings, and I was like, I just trying to be different. So I started wearing, like, one. Ooh, yeah, sorry, I'll speak into this.
Yeah.
So I started wearing one, and then I was like, you know what? Just going to add more to each finger. And then we just went until we had all fingers.
Does it help with the ladies, do you think?
Yes.
It does.
100%, dude. Because it's like some level of confidence that they like aren't used to. They're like, oh, this guy like digs wearing rings. Like
right,
that is so cool. And it's just like, yeah, like I wear rings, I wear the watch, I have a chain, but like I usually try to keep it under my shirt. But
so those things actually work, like a bracelet, like little accessories help with it.
Yeah, like especially if you just own it.
Right.
You just have to like wear it unapologetically, and it's yeah.
Are you gonna put fingernail polish on your?
Dude, I've been thinking about it.
Dude,
it's like in.
Yeah.
Like it's in, and I'm like, that is just a whole nother level of confidence. I'm ready for it.
Right.
I don't know if the ladies are ready for it.
No, they are, dude. MKG does it. You know?
He does.
You know?
Some of my friends do it. Some of my friends do it in real life.
And do they get the ladies because of it?
They both have girlfriends.
Wait, don't you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, but that's like a...
Is it an open relationship?
It's an open relationship.
Oh, shit. How's that going? Are you polyamorous? Or just like open?
It's just open.
So wait, I have a question with this like whole like open relationship thing. How does it go? Like, does she tell you that she's going to be hooking up with somebody when she hooks up with somebody, or it's like
it goes both ways? Like,
okay,
if we're gonna be with someone else, we let each other know, like, hey, I'm going out on a date tonight. She'll let me know, hey, I'm going out on a date tonight, and just so we both know that it's like about to go down, and then afterwards we'll like reconvene and be like, hey, so what happened? Just talk about it. Yeah.
Do you ever get jealous a little bit?
Only the first time. Like the first time for me when she went out on a date, I was like freaking out, kind of losing my mind a little bit. But after that, it was just like the nerves were out, and now it's great.
Okay, so here's the two things. The first question is like, why do you do it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first question.
So why is we were both just like the first person we had ever been with. We've been dating for 5 years, and we were like, you know, we kind of want to experience other people, but we felt very strongly that we were each other's person.
Okay.
And didn't want to break up.
Okay.
And we're both just like, our communication was always incredible, and we wanted to stay together. So we were just kind of had a mutual conversation going into like, could this work for us? And we just like did research and then just like tried it out. And it's been a year, and it's been the greatest year. And I don't see any going back.
Wait, what do you mean by like research? Like research regarding like how to do it?
Yeah. Like what are like proper practices? Like,
okay, so what are proper practices, let's say, for example?
For sure. So like everything that we read, like kind of said there'll be different things that work for different couples.
Of course.
And so we just have to figure out what would work for us. And it said to put in some rules, but don't put in too many rules.
Okay, well, so what are the rules that you have? Like no blowjobs from other women, but full sex is okay?
No, like I can get a blowjob.
Okay, so what are the rules? What are the rules though? What are the rules? Like
The rules are wear a condom,
Okay.
and we can't hook up with someone that we both know mutually.
Smart.
And then we just have to tell each other when it happens.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
That's it. We didn't put too many rules in at the beginning, and it's stuck to that. It's been great.
But what about this the second part where it's like this is the best year that you have ever been because do you tell the other person that you're dating that hey, I'm in an open relationship?
I've told people and I have not told people. More of at the
Oh.
beginning, like I didn't know how to navigate it at the beginning because if it was just like a hookup thing, like a one-time thing,
Right.
do I tell that person? You know, like
So okay, so let's say we
meet at a bar.
are you meeting well, it's COVID, so I guess you're meeting on a Tinder?
Yeah.
Okay,
dating
so we're
apps.
meeting on Tinder, we're swiping. You're like, hey, you're really cute. For some reason, just meshes really well.
Mhm.
You probably have a really dope fucking profile because of all your goddamn rings and shit. You're probably meeting a lot of different people because you're always like, on the go with your videography thing.
Yep.
You probably met women here in LA since you're visiting from New York. Am I right?
Yeah. Not really. I mean, I've been on dating apps here, but
Yeah, it's not your priority.
Yeah.
but it is there. Okay, so now we're on a date, and we're about to, I'm like, ooh, Gabe, you look fucking good. You're like, hey, we're about to make out. Is this when you go, hey, listen, just letting you know, or is it like yeah?
Well, I probably, if I was going on a date with them, I would tell them beforehand.
Okay.
But like, because we started this before COVID, so like there were times when like I met people out and like I didn't tell them, and it was just like a hookup thing, and then I never really spoke to them again, and that's the hard one to navigate.
Mhm.
If it's just like a hookup, and I could tell that it's just a hookup, like, but when I'm meeting people on dating apps, that's when I'm pretty upfront and like clear. I did have I learned at the beginning, like I had one bad experience where I didn't tell someone, and then like we had seen each other for a little while, and then I told her,
Oh no.
and that was just like,
Did she get really fucking pissed off?
yeah. But like you live and you learn.
Yeah, that's the beauty of life. You like make
Like-
mistakes for a second.
Yeah, and so now I'm like very clear. I don't have like a set point in time where I tell them, but
Before you do anything, you usually tell.
yeah, I haven't had like sex with someone
Without them knowing.
without them knowing.
I mean, the thing that I have then, the question that like hits me like right away is, are you always scared of kind of like, I know that's your person,
Mm-hmm.
but are you scared of catching feelings for another person? And are you scared that she's going to catch feelings for another individual?
No, because
Why?
the boundaries are so clear. Like when I tell someone that I'm in an open relationship, it's immediately like, if they want to proceed, because I've also told people and then they're just like, nah. But then like the people who I do tell and they still like want to hang out and see me, the boundaries are so clear there. They know that I can't take this any further than just like
A hookup or a sex
have
or an
sex,
experiment.
and like we can still connect. I still want to connect emotionally with people, but the expectations aren't there to be like boyfriend and girlfriend in a few weeks or a few months or whatever. Like, it's very clear what my intentions are, and because of that, I've never even come close to catching feelings for someone.
Okay, that's smart. So it's just, this is what I am. This is the boundaries that we're going to set. I'm not going to put myself in a position where we might catch feelings, but hey, we're still going to have a fun time.
Exactly.
So you're having a blast.
Yep.
Yes. Do you think that in a way, so I always have this like belief, well, maybe because I'm single and I am dating, I do date around, and well, before COVID, since COVID, I've only been able to do it like once
Yeah.
out of like since January, but hey, I'm also just committed. But anyway, it's my fucking goddamn career, but there's a lot of insecurity in me right now. I believe that sometimes like the best sex is when you're with your person, right?
Yeah.
But now that you're experimenting, you're jumping around, do you think like your sexual moves and her sexual moves have gotten better over
Oh
this?
yeah.
So she's better and you're better.
We're just better together, like all in one. And I don't necessarily know like if what we're doing is better, but like just the connection is so much stronger, so it just makes it that makes it better. Like when we're with each other, it's so much more special.
Are you afraid that she could be like complaining about you with one of her guys that she has on the side? Well, not on the side, because it's not on the side, because you know.
Yeah.
So like one of her other, or is that some sort of like boundary that you make sure that you don't?
I don't think she's complaining about me. No. But
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful in such a way. But there's never been any sort of complication at all.
No.
Wow,
No.
this is great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How many people has she seen?
I
And
don't
how
want to
many?
get into that.
And you don't?
I don't want to get into that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to see what see now we're
I mean,
setting
for me,
boundaries.
I could talk for myself.
Yeah, go ahead. How about you?
Like a handful of people. Yeah.
And there's
5, 6.
was she ever jealous at any point?
Yeah, definitely. Again, like at the beginning.
But then how do you get through those nerves? How do you say, hey, listen, like,
Once you kind of both have something going for you, like there was a point where like I was seeing someone and she wasn't, and she was seeing someone and I wasn't. So those are the hardest points where it's like your person is seeing someone else,
right?
but you're not seeing anyone else.
Okay.
So that's like kind of when like the jealousy can happen, but
It's kind of like zealous when you're looking at a creator who does exactly the same thing that you're doing, and you're like, fuck, why is that person getting so many fucking views and I'm not?
Facts.
So it's the same thing where it's like, dude, we get along together, we're both fucking attractive people, yet he is fucking getting all these girls and I'm not getting any guys.
Yeah.
That would be my thing.
So that's
if I
like
was
the
dating
closest thing to, I guess, jealous, but there's never been any complications or anything.
I'm glad that you made the boundaries. As long as you don't mutually know that person, that also helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because imagine if they're doing, you're like,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good for you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks for sharing that. I'm very.
That was a deep intro, dude. I did not expect to go there.
I mean, I just love to like get to know you a little bit more. Why are you in LA, by the way?
I'm just vacationing.
Really?
Yeah, I finished up some work in New York that I've been doing for the past 2.5 months.
Okay.
Pretty intense.
What was it?
And it was a job for Adobe.
Oh, congratulations.
And they're launching a new YouTube channel.
Adobe is.
Adobe.
And you're one of the.
And I directed the series.
The entire series.
Yes.
How many episodes?
6.
Okay, so how the fuck do you get that? Okay, because like you're like an enigma in my mind.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's a lot of handful of individuals I feel like in this creative world, and I feel like in the New York world, especially in the creative world, it's very, very, very fucking small. Like to me, it is.
Yeah.
Like the YouTube world
It's
is
small.
so small. You
So
have like
small.
John Hill, Brent Conti, Sarah Dici, Leia Motion, Will Carmack, and then a slew of others that are in New York City. They're all videographers in some sort of way. They all do some sort of like tech or vlog, and then you're in the mix. And there's also a handful of people that I feel, and I'm going to put myself in that category, that are like the people behind the camera. You know, we're usually the ones editing or like videotaping or videoing other creators in front of the camera, you know, helping them. So how the fuck do you go from, hey, I'm just going to go to New York City, help Brent, and then all of a sudden being Brett, sorry, god damn it.
Brett Conti.
Yeah, Brett Conti. Him, and then all of a sudden you're in directing for Adobe.
Yeah, so it was kind of just a combination. It's just my networking. I think that's all it is. It's just knowing the right people. So I had a friend from California. She lived in LA for a little while. She lives in Fresno now. Or that's where she's from anyways. But I knew her, and then she knew Brett. So they were friends, and then we were friends. And then she was in New York one day for like a few days. She had this friend dinner, and Brett came, I came. At this point, Brett and I had followed each other on social media for like maybe a month.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's doing really cool stuff. Like, I dig it. I didn't live in New York yet. It was still like a year before I moved to New York. Maybe
Where are you
a little
from?
more.
Wyoming?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay.
Yeah. So, not too far. Not too far from New York.
No, not at all.
And then I met Brett at the dinner. We were like, yo, dude, what's up, man? Like, we knew we'd been following each other. Yeah. And I just like have always been like a shooter. Like, I just want to shoot the shot, and like I'm not afraid to see like whatever happens. So I was like, even though I was living in Connecticut, I still said to him, if you ever need help with a video, like let me know. Just imagine as if I'm in New York. You know,
Okay.
don't think of me as being in Connecticut.
And he's
Like,
growing exponentially. He's like 300,000 YouTube subscribers
Almost.
at the time.
at the time, he had 30,000.
30,000. And you were already like, it's time. I'm going to
Yeah.
help you out. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
like, I just wanted to make cool shit and like get in the door any way that I could.
Right.
And I liked his stuff. I wanted to travel, and like that's what he was doing. So I was just like try to figure that out. So I just offered like, hey, dude, like if you want to, like, I'll come to New York anytime. Like literally, just think of me as a New Yorker. I'll be there whenever you need me. And so he asked me a few times, like I would come into the city and help him make a few videos. We really hit it off.
Right.
He asks me to go to Arizona with him for a weekend to do a tourism board job. It goes really well.
Did he pay you to go there with you? Like he paid for the flight?
He paid for the trip.
Okay,
Paid-
okay.
I didn't
yeah.
pay for anything.
Okay.
And so that was great. That's when we were like, yo, we're boys. Like,
yeah, I mean, you guys are
like-
like brothers, I feel.
Yeah, like as soon as you start traveling with someone, you learn who they are so fast.
Yeah.
And like you either know you're going to really get along or you're not. And so we did that. Literally the next month, he brings me to the Philippines for a Samsung job. And it was
Oh,
like,
shit.
we were like, yo, this is dope. Like, we're fucking homies.
Right. We're supposed to do this together.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you went to the Philippines with him as well.
Yeah. And then that was in like October. No, that was November.
Right.
November 2018. And then January 2019, we go to Asia together for like 3 months. And we just hit it off, and like it just worked. And
Wait, what were you doing in Asia? Was it for another...
that was, at that point, I was just helping Brett make his videos.
Oh, for his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm always confused how the fuck like these people always get brand deals here and there, but as I'm learning the business more, especially they're readily available.
Brett is the brand deal king.
Yeah, he's so good for his
So good.
for his size, if that makes
So
sense.
good.
And I'm not talking about his height. I'm talking about
Yeah.
his
influence.
his influence.
Yeah.
And what I try to tell everyone that doesn't have like 1 million YouTube subscribers, whatever, what matters the most is it's not really how much you think you're worth. It's how much you negotiate you're worth.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you could just, have a perception or value that you have, like you're perceived as high value, they're more likely to give you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And especially because a lot of the stuff that he does and uses can be used again on the other platforms for those brands, because the way that it's shot, I guess that's you.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Thanks.
So then how do you go from there to Adobe?
Again, just networking. So from there, I worked with this guy, Dan Mace. And
Shit, Dan Mace.
And Dan
Casey
and I-
Neistat's buddy.
Yeah. So Dan and I worked together for like 7 months. That's when I got in at 368.
Okay.
And because I got in at 368, built those relationships, that's who the Adobe job is through.
Okay.
So they're like the production house, technically. And they hired me as the director to direct the series for Adobe. So Adobe is a client of 368.
Right.
And then they hired a 368 to make the series. They reached out to me to direct it.
That is so freaking amazing how 368 is helping creators.
Yes.
Thank you, Casey Neistat.
Thanks, bro.
Oh my God. Okay, well, look at you. I didn't even know. Sometimes I don't even know what you do because I just see your Instagram stories and you're just like video things. And I'm like, cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool. What does this mean? I have no idea. Because like you're living in New York, which is still like one of the most expensive cities in America,
Yep.
but still one of the greatest cities in America, I
Mhm.
think. And I'm just trying to figure out how you survive. And I guess, well, now you're thriving.
I mean, you want to dive into that, bro?
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
Talk about money.
How's the money situation going? Are you broke? How's your
Dude,
like?
the first, I mean,
Do you have like $200 in your bank account right now? What's going
no,
on?
I'm doing good. I'm in the best place I've been in my life
Right.
now because I just finished this Adobe project.
Right. Do you have at least 100K plus,
No.
50K plus?
No.
Okay. Well, at least you're making shit happen. At least
You
you're
know,
still being able to
I mean,
travel.
yeah. I mean, like the past 2 years, like since 2018 and 2019, like I didn't make over $10,000 for each of those years.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like I
Slept
was
on
just,
couches and
slept on couches. Yeah, slept on couches, but I was able to travel so much because like Brett was bringing me all these places. You know
Right.
what I mean? I was helping him make his content in exchange to go. Like I wasn't getting paid, but he was paying for it.
right.
great. So that's like worth it to me. That's all like career building, portfolio building. Same with Dan. Dan did pay me, and then he also paid me to go on the trip with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was rad. But like, I wasn't even making over $10,000 a year.
So how did you eat though? So yeah, you got to travel, but when it's time to eat the food, what do you do? Just like watch?
So like when I was home, I would like just try to freelance as much as I could. The few months that I was home, that money would need to get me through the rest of the year. Or like when I moved to New York, I sold my car. So it's like that gave me a few grand. Like sold some of my stuff. That would give me a few $100s here and there. Just like really just like trying to figure out how to make anything. And then when I moved to New York in October 2019, which is a year ago, like this week, which is rad.
Wow.
I just like really doubled down on freelance, and then I've just been able to make it. Like I think being in New York was the best move, because it was the only missing link. Like once I moved there, everyone was like, "It's go time. Let's work with Gabe." And I'm not trying to say that out of like being cocky. Like
right.
When you create cool shit, people are gonna want cool shit.
That's true.
And so that's all I want to do is just like, I want to make cool shit with my friends. And I talk about clients as my friends. I talk about my friends as my friends. I talk about creators as my friends. If I'm enjoying what I'm doing and I'm making like fun stuff, then it's a blast.
What's like one of those like low moments, or but so right now you're talking about like a high, like all these high moments right now.
Yeah.
Where you're coming in New York and people are like, "Oh my God, it's time. Hey Gabe, I need you at 368. Hey Gabe, let's travel to the Philippines. Hey Gabe, hey, let's shoot this other thing, and I know someone that can give you this spot, and maybe therefore they can pay you like a couple grand to do this editing job." You're like, "Fuck yes, let's go."
Yep.
Right? PayPal me, Venmo me, let's go, Zelle, whatever. But you're talking about the money situation. What's that like one time, I guess, throughout this entire maybe year and a half, where you were like, "Wait a second, maybe this isn't for me"?
I don't know if I ever had the wait a minute, maybe this isn't for me moment,
right.
But I definitely had like an oh fuck, there's no money moment.
What happened?
It was right at the beginning of lockdown. So at the beginning of the year, I did like a 3-month trip to Southeast Asia, Europe. I went to Morocco.
I love Morocco.
Like really these amazing places, and with the intentions of coming back to New York and working, freelancing, making more money. And because of coronavirus, like that was such an unforeseen thing, no one would have expected that. So I came back, and then all the jobs that I had planned canceled. There was no work.
Right.
So I just spent all this money in 3 months. Like I'm budgeting for 3 months, but I'm planning on coming back to New York, working to make that money back or make more money.
Of course.
I come back, and there's no jobs, so let me see, I came back March 15th. The rest of March there was no work. All of April there was no work. So I didn't have make money the first 5 months of the year.
Wait, so and if you only make $10,000 in the last couple of years,
just think about that one.
Where's rent? How's rent?
Yeah. So
how much is rent a month for you?
At the time rent was $985 a month. Talk about like around $1,000 a month.
How much is it now?
Right now it's like $1,200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So $900. You have $900 a month to go.
Yeah, and I was chugging along. Like, I'm a pretty good like saver.
Yeah.
So to speak. If my mom heard that, she'd be like, "What?
You can like nudge the numbers just a little bit.
Like
$5 can last you a whole week if you plan it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to budget and like do that. So, I mean, I had rent for April, and maybe May. I think May was like the last month, and then June came around, and I was like talking to my parents. I was like, "Guys, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay rent this month."
Oh shit!
And that was the first time in my life. I mean, well, I'm still in my first year, but like, really the first time I ever has to ask my parents that like I might need help.
Right, and they gave you
that's like a weird thing to navigate, I'm like calling my mom, and I'm like, "Hey mom, like how you doing?" Like, and there's this like thing I need to talk to her about, right? And so that was like the oh shit moment.
I mean, you don't have a gambling problem, right?
No.
So then you're okay.
Yeah.
And did you pay are you paying your parents
Well,
back? Okay. So what
I
happened?
never ended up having to because I got saved by the stimulus check.
Oh shit, the $1,000.
So it was like $1,200. It was like exactly what I needed to pay rent, and I had enough to pay rent and buy my groceries that month. And I think my checking account went down to like $200, and that month was the savior that I needed to then just propel, because I was really like trying to grind, find jobs, like do music videos, do anything, and then that month, jobs started coming in. And then more jobs started coming in and more jobs started coming in. And then I got this Adobe offer. And I was like, wow, this is the biggest job I've ever been offered in my life. Like, I've made it. I made it. Like, am I still on the struggle bus? Like,
Of course.
yes.
But not
like,
as hard as it was previously. I think
Right.
there's a saying that I like to say where it's basically saying, like, in acts of desperation, the greatest of humans do the most wonderful things. And I think, like, this is just a testament to how much of... there's always, I mean, there's that cliche thing where like opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah.
And I guess you always, I mean, how long have you been a videographer for? And how long have you been like grinding so far in the last, how many years?
I've been making videos since I was 13, so that's 10 years. Whoa.
Whoa, you're 23?
Yeah.
You're so young.
I know, bro.
Oh my God.
Yep. So I've been making videos for 10 years, bro. That's crazy. But I've been full time for like 3 or 4 years now. I think it might be going on 4.
And you love it.
I fucking love it.
I mean, what happens? I mean, okay, so I totally understand what the whole video thing is. That is, you want to be a director for the foreseeable future? By the way, holy fucking shit. This is what I imagine right now that I'm like talking to you, right? So here you are, you're at fucking $200. Thank God you don't have a car payment, so that's really cool. You just fucking pay your rent and you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, holy shit, how do I date? And at the same time,
how do I bring this girl on a date? Like, I don't have any money, man. I mean, I'm grateful that like I didn't have any credit card debt. Like, I didn't have any payments. I had like my phone payment, my phone bill.
That's it.
And rent, like
rent and food.
Yeah. So,
and as long as your camera doesn't break, you're fucking good to go.
Dude, I remember my grandparents. They sent me like $100 gift card to Trader Joe's.
Oh my God.
Like mid quarantine.
Fucking
like,
love them.
Around the same time that I got the stimulus check, and I was just like, yes, because like $100 will literally get me like 2 weeks.
Dude. Okay, so I have a major gambling problem, it's still happening, but thankfully I've been more controlled. And you have no idea. This is so strange, but to me back in the day, like $100 meant like nothing while you're gambling. Like, it's just $100.
Mm.
But then you look at your bank account, it's like negative $500 because obviously at the end of the day, when you have a gambling problem, bad things happen, and you know,
you're trying to make it back.
Yeah, but not just that. Like, it's just you would rather gamble than eat food. You would rather gamble than go on a date with a lovely woman.
Yeah.
But after I stopped gambling, $100 is actually a lot of money.
Dude, it was like, that's like the difference between if you're eating this month or not. For me, like,
it's crazy.
Like, I don't spend that much on groceries because I literally cook every meal. So it's like $100. Like, I know how long that can last me.
Yeah, you can buy eggs for $3.89, and that can last you a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
You buy some bread, you make yourself a fucking over easy bread sandwich. That's what I do. Do you like runny yolk?
I like runny yolk.
Oh my God, it's the best. That's what I just had for like breakfast this morning. Have some blueberries, even though blueberries are kind of expensive right now, but holy fucking shit, 2 for $6. It's 2 boxes for $6. That's a lot. But anyway. No, but I'm so glad that you're doing like a better place because like I don't know, just like this time I'm always thinking about the creators in New York because a lot of them are my friends. Like Will Carmack, I always think about him daily.
Love Will.
I just hope that he's doing okay.
He's doing good. He
probably has like jobs lined up.
He's been doing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I helped him with a shoot like maybe 2 months ago.
Oh, what was he working on?
It was like a little desk, like this desk company.
Like a tiny little desk company.
Yeah, like a mobile desk or something.
There's
I was a model for him. I was like, It was so interesting. He's like, dude, I sent headshots to this company and they picked you as the like the top model. Like they want like the best shots of you. And I was like, me? never modeled a day in my life.
Well,
What other people did you send to them? Because like, why did they pick me?
dude, you're a beautiful dude.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
on a
you.
scale of 1 to 10, I'm pretty happy when I look at your face.
Thanks.
So what happened with TikTok? What's going on? By the way, thanks for sharing that story with the whole fucking like you being like completely broke and
Yeah,
poor and now you're doing so much better.
I think it's just like great to be transparent, you know, like you see people like one of my closest friends that I met up with yesterday, 2 days ago. It's like I thought he's been doing so well, and like when I talk to him every time, like it only seems like it's going well, and he really like shared some deep insights of like how broke he was, and he was in debt, and like his roommate had to cover him for rent 1 month, and like he was looking to see if he needed to get a job instead of freelancing, and like those stories are so important because it helps you recognize that like you're not alone in that journey, and no one's perfect. So yeah.
I hear you. I think a lot of people don't, especially when it comes to like social media, anytime they see someone else on social media thriving, either with a great photo with a bunch of likes or an Instagram story where they seem like they're traveling, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have a lot of money in their bank or they're doing all right.
Like I've been traveling for 2 years and I made less than 10 grand.
Right.
It's like, that is so misleading. So misleading. And I'm very open about it. Like I traveled, other people paid for it, but I didn't make any money. So it's like, you know, but it's hard to understand when you just see a beautiful picture on Instagram.
But even then, I think, okay, this is like what's kind of like, I think what we have to do. Okay, so this is what I'm always thinking when people say these comments. They're like, oh, you don't know about that person's problem, so you should never be jealous over anybody because of the fact that, hey, they might be struggling.
Right.
And so this is how I kind of view it. I believe that everyone has pain in their own special way. I believe everyone is struggling in their own special way. But at the end of the day, in the very like start of it, right? Your individual self has to worry about you first before you can worry about anyone else.
Yeah.
And that, when I mean worry, I mean like worry as in care for or worry as in look up to, if that makes sense. And I feel we as a society, and I may be wrong about this, we look at people in such a high place that we end up either being jealous of them or we pity them so much that we forget to figure out our own problems. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because it's like always easier to take care of someone else than it is your own self, if that makes sense.
No,
but
that's completely true.
so I guess the moral is just, hey, listen, you don't know what they're going through. Leave them be, regardless if they're a success or not.
Yeah.
And do everything that you can to thrive.
Yep. Yeah. Just take the inspiration and then lead your own life of doing it.
I mean, if I'm going out and I'm trying to be a fucking, you know, what would you call your job description if you were like going out like, oh, he's
I'm a filmmaker and photographer.
filmmaker.
That's what I put on my dating profiles.
you do that? Does that work in New York a lot?
No, it doesn't work.
Wait, how many LinkedIn followers do you have? Or
LinkedIn? I couldn't tell you.
Okay. But you do have a lot of Instagram, 72,000, I think.
61.
Yes, let's go.
It's going down, but
Oh, whatever. You know what I tell people? A lot of my clients that are like influencers are like, oh, my engagement's going down. I'm like, that's a fucking wonderful thing. Because that means that if you're losing followers, then that means your engagement should just be going up.
yeah.
Because that means your hardcore fans are staying with you at least.
Yeah.
Like, I hope I lose like 3,000 followers. I swear to I'm like, please, God. So that way my engagement percentage makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Instead of like 5%, it's actually 10, you know?
There
That's
it
what I
is.
want. That's what
It's
I
great.
want. That's what I want. So if I'm someone that wants to be a filmer and a photographer and videographer, what's like kind of like one crucial snippet of advice that you would give them before they start traveling to the world and being that awesome freelancer that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on their projects?
Invest in creating the portfolio for the things you want to do.
Ooh, explain.
So the first trip that I ever went on, like big trip, I like knew I wanted to travel. I had a vision. I was like, I want to travel the world. I want to film. I want to take photographs. And I want someone else to pay for it.
Right.
And at the time, everyone thought I was fucking crazy. Like, that sounds like the craziest job I've ever heard.
Of course.
And And I knew with the current body of work that I had at the time, there was no way anyone was going to pay me for that. And so I saved up a few $1,000s. I sold a car that I had, and I went on a trip. And just during that trip, I just created a body of work that I was really proud of, that represented what I wanted to do. And when I came back from that trip, I just shot my shot, and it worked.
So portfolio as in, like, you would post your stuff on a website like gabesanti.com.
Yeah, my website or
Instagram.
I mean, the first time I shot my shot, I just set my website, and my work was on my Instagram. Yeah.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
See, guys, if you want to, like, get into the creative industry, that's what you have to do. I mean, that's what I have. I just have, like, one fucking website, and then anybody that wants to refer me just goes straight into that website.
It's like you just got to spend money to make money. You know, I just invested in creating the portfolio that I wanted. Like, why wait around and, like, wait for the opportunity to create that portfolio if you could just, like, create it yourself?
I love that. There's you know Leia Motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love her, Leia Saban. I love her. Oh my God, she's like one of my idols and my role models in life. She was on this podcast, The Creative Life with Sarah Dietschy.
Yep.
And one of the things that she stated was, you can't wait for anybody. You have to be just doing it right away. Mm-hmm. And because the more you put out, the more you'll get back. Yep. And you may not know it right away, but you will. Mm-hmm. And I think there's just another testament, because I feel like, I don't know, do you believe in, like, the it's good enough method, where you, well, no. So here's the thing. This is
like, good is better than perfect.
And good enough as in, it's done, let's post it, instead of waiting until it's, like, perfect.
I'm learning that. I'm still learning that, but I'm such a perfectionist. But I think it works for me. Like, that's why I get the jobs that I do, is like they're done to a certain degree. And if I didn't take that approach, I don't think I would have the work that I have now.
I think I want to say that. I was about to say that, and the only reason why is because if you said to me that you're not really a perfectionist, I think you would be a YouTuber.
Yeah,
a more successful YouTuber, because
I agree.
A more successful YouTubers, I think they're so fucking talented. Mm-hmm. But because the YouTube algorithm or the TikTok algorithm or whatever social media platform that you're on, they reward people that post often. Mm-hmm. Perfection, people that are perfectionists, were like me. I'm like a fucking OCD. Yeah. I have to redo the thing over and over and over again. I have to make sure that like even one little text, it doesn't reward people like us, because we're not going to post often. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, for your job and your opportunities and for things that you do, they're fucking mwah, just like your voice right now in my head.
Yes.
So, but I do have. So here's something that I've been, like, thinking about lately.
Hit me.
Okay. So you have all these tattoos on your body.
Yes.
Which tattoo got you banned from TikTok?
The ones on my leg.
Okay.
The ones on my leg.
Okay. Explain the story. What the fuck happened,
all right.
Gabe? Okay.
So I was in quarantine, and I just thought it would be a great idea to get a stick and poke kit, and so I just ordered one on Amazon.
Okay.
And I was like, this is gonna be great. And at
what's
the time,
a stick and poke kit?
It's like just a needle, and you just, like, fucking poke yourself with the needle and give yourself a tattoo. You ever seen, like,
shit.
those, like, old men in, like, fucking Indonesia, and they're just, like, poking people?
How much is that? Like $10 or something?
I mean, I don't know how much it costs to get it done. I bought it for like $50 for, like,
that's not bad.
A whole kit. Like, I had, like,
as ink and everything.
Ink, needles, like,
holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Don't get one. It'll be addicting.
Oh, you were giving yourself tattoos this entire time?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, go.
Bro, I'll show you.
Oh, I can't wait to take off your pants. I'm excited. Give it to me, baby, one more time.
Okay. Anyways, so at one point I was, like, really trying to go hard on TikTok, and I was like, what would go really viral on TikTok? And I was like, I got it. Giving myself a tattoo that says TikTok.
Okay.
I was so positive that this was going to be the one. Okay. And it flopped.
Yeah, I think it. Okay.
It really didn't do good. And
like 50,000 views?
No, dude, it got like 3,000 views. Okay. Like, really flopped. And so I tried posting it again in a few different ways. And over time, all the videos just kept getting taken down for breaking community guidelines.
What's the community guidelines about this?
I guess they were saying it was like graphic content, and I don't know if it was
Well,
because I was like actually sticking myself.
Probably. Was
right?
there any blood?
In the first one there was blood, so
Okay.
I understood that one. I understood that, right? So I just after that I never put one with blood in again.
Okay.
And I even started taking out the actual tattooing part because I was like, okay, if this is the graphic part, then I should be okay.
Yeah, so you just do like
So-
one of those transitions, like and then tattoo. Okay.
Yeah. So over time, like I just posted a few more. Like when TikTok was like gonna get banned, I crossed out TikTok and then I wrote Reels
Oh yeah.
right
yeah.
next to it, and I was like, oh, again, this is genius. Fucking flopped. Okay. So I don't know. There's a few tattoos on my leg, and then I came up with an idea because the boys.
The boys.
The boys on TikTok are unparalleled.
The Sway Boys.
No, like the boys. You never heard like
Oh, the
for
boys.
like,
Yes,
for
yeah.
the boys.
This is for the boys. Yes.
So I'm definitely on for the boys TikTok because
Yes.
like it's all I fucking see. Anyways, I'm like, okay, it would be great if I could tattoo for the boys on myself. I think it would do really well. So I got a friend to comment on one of my other tattoo videos, and he said, tattoo for the boys on yourself, and the boys will get you 1 million likes.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, okay, so I'll like respond to it.
You respond to it and you do it.
and
Okay.
do it, right? It starts going really viral. Like it starts going. Like I know it was gonna. After like 15 minutes, it had like 10,000 views.
That's definitely gonna hit 1 million views
Yeah.
then for sure.
It was going to.
yes.
like
I know. There you go.
It had the comments. Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Like
This is for
everyone,
the boys.
Everyone was like, "Here early," or "Why are there only 5 boys here?" There were people like, "Oh my god, it flopped," but it was only like 10 minutes, so it's
Right.
like, didn't matter. And then
But 10,000 views in 15 minutes. That's
good,
We're
dude.
we're ready to go, baby.
yeah. And then I get a notification that it broke community guidelines. And
How
I was
the
just like,
fuck?
what the fuck? And I did have myself tattooing in it,
Oh.
but there was no blood, and I was just like, fuck, okay. So I like delete it, and I post it again, literally just as like a before and after kind of thing.
Right.
And it never even made it. Like it just got reviewed on the spot and taken down.
It didn't even hit the For You page or anything.
Nothing. It just got reviewed immediately and taken down, and I got fucking banned.
Jesus. What
Yeah.
happened with last week?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
And I
said
was
you-
sad, bro. I was sad.
Dude, I would
back-
be sad too because this is the opportunity. You're like about to go viral. You're like,
I
fuck,
know.
fuck, fuck, fuck,
I
fuck,
know.
fuck, fuck. And then,
Cause like I've done good on TikTok before. Like I have my most viewed video is like 1.4 million.
oh,
So, like,
nice.
I've had like
I love that.
almost another one almost has 1 million. Like I have a few like that have done really well, and I just haven't been able to replicate the success from them. And I'm just trying to figure it out. And so I was so stoked because I was like, I got it this time.
Right.
And then I got banned.
But you got it back.
I got it back. Thank God, dude. I was so like,
How'd you get it back this time?
I just had to like put in an appeal.
Are you going to repost this video? I think you should do it for
I
the
don't-
boys again.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to get banned, bro.
Dude, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. I probably will.
But do like transition.
Yeah. Or should I just like, I don't know. We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah, but I think that'll be exciting. Dude, well, what's the other 2 videos that have 1.4 million views?
So the 1.4 milli is about a dog in Cambodia that followed us. He was like our tour guide.
Okay.
Like we were walking through the forest to go to a beach on the other side of the island,
Right.
and this dog literally brought us there. And it was like a love story.
Why do you love traveling so much?
New experiences.
Like,
Like,
what's out of all like the year and a half, I know you've been to so many different places.
Mhm.
Morocco, like you said, Asia.
Yeah.
What is that like? I guess 2 things. One thing that you've learned the most out of these experiences, and 2, what is one thing that you'll never, like one specific event that you'll never, ever, ever forget?
The thing that I've learned is like that I just don't need much. I don't need anything like in life, like things. I don't need things. I need my camera because that's my outlet, and I need my friends, and like that's pretty much it, dude. Like I don't need things.
You don't need-
I don't know. I've learned how to be like a minimalist from traveling, and so that's really rad. And then one thing that I'll never forget is I got like roofied in Thailand.
Oh, tell us the story. What happened?
Yeah, I mean it was just like a night out of drinking, and I just woke up in the morning,
Oh, that's it?
In a random place. Like I didn't know where I was. Not in like my bed though. Like I
Where-
woke up on a stoop. I was soaking wet and I was in my underwear.
Wait, so you didn't have any clothes?
Yeah, I didn't have my clothes on.
What happened to your wallet? It's gone.
I found it, dude.
Okay.
I found my pants. Like I like woke up in the morning and I was so out of it. I was like, because all I remember is being on the beach drinking.
Right.
And I didn't even have that much to drink. I had maybe 3 drinks. Like when I tell you I was like tipsy, like I really was just
Right.
tipsy. And so it was just like weird. And I just woke up in the morning in my boxers, soaking wet, and didn't know where I was. I mean, I knew I was on this island, but where on the island, I have no clue. And I'm like walking around, and I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how to get back. I walk to the right, and it's a dead end, which I'm so like happy it was a dead end, because then when I walked back to the left, I found my pants there on the ground,
Oh shit.
and it had my phone and my wallet in it.
How lucky are you?
So I know nothing bad happened to me,
Right.
but still, it was like my anxiety went off the chain.
By the way, I'm really glad that you're fucking safe.
Thanks,
Dude.
bro. Oh, I know it was a crazy story. But yeah, it's good. It's
But
good.
I mean, no scars, nothing like that
I have a scar on my leg.
because of it.
Yeah, just from something that happened. But
Did
I
any
don't
of your
know.
friends do it? Do you think?
No, no,
Try
no.
to take advantage of you?
Mm-mm.
Maybe you took someone's drink that was supposed to be made for somebody else,
Could've.
and you saved that person's life.
You know what? I never thought about it that way. Maybe I'm a fucking superhero.
You are. Because I've been thinking about this, actually, not thinking about this, but that story actually made me think of something. So, like earlier this year, what I did was I did like a online application where girls can like be my girlfriend, and over like 200 girls applied, and I talked to like a lot of them that applied, and it's so fucking sad and fascinating. Okay, not fascinating, but just I like my eyes just like like awakened pretty much.
Yep.
How many women are fucking taken advantage of in this world?
Yeah.
A lot of the stories of these women that I talked to, raped or drugged and then raped, assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just thinking of this one story. This girl's name is Duro, Duro. That's her nickname, not her full name, because I'm not going to give away her full name. I just realized, so thank God I said her nickname and not her fucking name. Thank God. Oh, shit, that was close. I don't want to be one of those people. Anyway, she was talking about how she's been abused many times in her life, coming from like managers, uncle. But this one story, the reason why I was thinking about it is because she was at a party with a bunch of her friends, and she gets a drink. She drinks it. She doesn't remember what happens, but she wakes up, and there's this guy who says he's here to help her while he's on top of her doing the deed.
Yeah.
And
It's so sad, dude.
it fucking
It's
sucks.
so fucking sad.
I don't even. Sorry to like bring that
No, you know.
on the. I don't know why I decided to bring that topic up right away now and to bring down the mood, but fuck, dude.
But yeah, I mean, I get it.
I don't know why. Like, what the fuck? I know there's like billions of people in this goddamn world, but I don't know what they're thinking.
Mm.
I don't know.
Anyways, that's my
Yeah,
story
thank you
that
for
I'll never remember.
thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah, of course.
So what are the biggest plans? What's coming up next for Gabe? What's the next big projects? Because you need to make more money. I mean, the money's not gonna last.
Money. Yeah,
The money's not gonna last forever.
money. Trying to pitch like a season 2 for this Adobe thing.
What's
so
this YouTube channel about exactly?
I can't talk about that.
Fuck, when does it get launched out?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
You can't even tell when it's gonna be launched.
I think it's up already, but
Oh shit.
let's
Oh
just
man.
look, should we just look live?
Yeah, can we look live
We can
for a
look-
second? Because I want to talk about it. I want to see if it actually
we
exists.
can look live.
I mean, it's not like I don't trust you or anything, but I just want to know. Okay. Here we go. He's opening up his phone.
Oh, do you have service?
Yeah. How do you do it where you accept like it's GWL is the
Yeah.
Is there something that will pop up? Does my phone pop up?
Only if we're contacts.
We are contacts.
GWL. You gotta pull your phone up.
Oh shit. Good thing I edit these things.
Yeah.
Sharing password.
Fire.
No, we'll eat pho after this.
Oh my god.
You're hungry, right?
I'm so excited. Okay, Adobe Creative Cloud. Channels. Okay.
Okay, he's checking out the YouTubes of Adobe.
So, all right. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh shit! Your fucking series is out, baby.
Oh
boo.
shit!
It is
Up. It's up.
Okay, what is it called?
The last one came out 2 hours ago.
Oh,
okay.
shit! Let's go.
Okay. So it's called Creator Lab.
Okay.
And it's basically just so it's Adobe Video and Motion is the name of the YouTube channel.
Adobe Video and Motion is the YouTube channel. Look at these fucking views. 79,000, 66,000. This is all you, right?
Is that what they have?
Creator Lab optimizing your content with Jarvis Johnson season 1.
Yeah.
You met Jarvis Johnson?
Yeah.
I love that dude. Oh my god. And you met Prince EA. That's really cool. How was Jarvis Johnson?
He was cool, dude.
He seems like a dope dude.
Yeah.
He's such a smart guy from Patreon, and then now he has his own fucking YouTube channel.
Smart, yeah.
Oh my god! And hopefully you got his contact info.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do something for him one of these days. Maybe you'll see him in LA. He's in LA.
I know. So is Crystal. So is Molly.
Molly who?
Molly Burke.
Molly Burke. Did you know that I went on a blind date with her?
That's a fucked up joke.
No, I literally went on a blind date with her.
Well, she's blind.
I know, but I went on a blind date. It's not a fucked up joke. That's what the video. You know Joey Christopher?
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell you this stuff? What's so funny? Molly Burke. So Molly Burke, if you don't know people, she's a blind YouTuber, and basically back in 2018, I believe, in December, this girl named Sky Cohens is a producer, and she was looking for people who wanted to go on a blind date, and one of my friends tagged me and nominated me to be a part of it. And so, dude, I arrive at Joey Christopher's place, and he's like, "Okay, so do you know who Molly is?" And I'm like, "No, I just got set. I have no idea, but I think I researched you, Joey. Like, you're dope. High five." But I knew who.
Is there a video of this?
Oh, there is a video of this.
I need to see it.
Oh my god! So like high five, and he's like, "Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. Molly Burke, she's a blind woman. She's gonna arrive, and then you guys are just gonna go on a date." And I'm like, "Oh shit, this is great." And it's a blind date, go on blind dates, whatever. A blind man goes on blind date, whatever. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
And so she arrives. And it's fascinating. One of my favorite things, as you could tell, is I love having a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Like you opened up, and then I like just to get in there, and then we move on right away. It's like deep, but not deep, but it's deep enough. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Right? Let's just see how, like, where's the line before people get a little, and then we move on, right? And so we have like a really amazing date, first date on the blind date thing, and I just go, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?"
What did you wear?
What did I wear? I think some like cashmere sweater with like some polo. I was scared as fuck because at that time I just moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And like you at the time, I just got fired from my job, and so I literally had no money. But that's my life because of my gambling problem and everything. I literally always have like no money, but then I always think to myself, I'll always get it somehow. Anyway, so I meet her. Great conversationalist. We have a fun little time for like an hour or whatever having a conversation. Things are going well. And I just go, "What are you doing tonight? You want to like get some sushi?" And she's like, "Okay." So we go to the sushi place, right? Everything's going really well. Now I'm not going to explain because it's not on the thing.
Yeah.
Some things were said and la 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 la, and I'm like, whoa, and oh my god, whoa. And so the night ends where I don't know what happens, but we spill because her dog is there, I'm there, and I guess we like lose some sort of, this sounds so bad to say, sight of everything. But the wine glasses that we have all break.
Oh no.
And it kind of like loses the momentum that we're having.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, there was some stuff that was said that was like really intimidating for me. I was like, holy shit, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm not into some types of sexual experiences to like right away. So anyway, so at the very end, because she's living with her mom, it kind of got a little strange for me because I'm trying to maneuver the mom and her and then my awkwardness all combined into one. But we left on really great terms. Like we just knew that, hey,
that's cool.
This is not going to work
That's
out. Whatever.
Fine.
Okay, cool. I think I mess up where I just ghosted her. I think there was like some miscommunication where I just ghosted the fuck out of her after the date. I think I did that. I want to say because I taking a look back right now at this conversation. So we have the blind date. We go on a sushi. Everything seems to go really well. The wine glasses break, and I go have a nice night. And I think from the have a nice night, it jumped to never talking to her again.
It was just the energy just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
guess I didn't.
It happens.
So basically, I ghosted her. Well, the story continues. So that happened in October. In June of 2019 or July, the following year, I get approached to speak at VidCon. And it's the first time in my entire life where I don't have to sneak into VidCon, and I'm so fucking excited, and I have the passes and everything, and I'm there. And the week before, I met this wonderful woman, actually from New York, but she was visiting in LA. And we go on a date, like it's just like fucking perfect, and I can't get her out of my motherfucking head. Like I'm enamored by her. And as the open person that I am, you know, after my speech, I'm walking and I'm just like in the lobby with all these other YouTubers, and I see these like two random girls. And I don't know what happens, but I decided to just sit down and we just start opening up about relationships and sex and everything. And then I start explaining how there's this like one girl in my head that I just can't get out of my head.
Yeah.
And we start talking about that. And then for some fucking reason, one of the ladies decides to mention Molly Burke. And I'm there and I'm like, oh yeah, I went on a blind date with her. And we start like getting into it a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I think I fucked up. I think I just like ghosted the hell out of her because she's like really cool. But I think I just ghosted her. Like, I feel, you know, whatever, you know, fuck it happens. I was like, fuck it happens because, you know, there's always a new one. Am I right? And we started laughing. And then she goes, I'm like, so what do you do? And she's like, oh, yeah, I'm the manager.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I get super fucking red in my goddamn face.
Wow.
I'm like, you set me up.
Wow.
Well, I set myself up.
Yeah.
I mean, good thing I didn't say anything bad, but basically I said, I ghosted the shit out of her, and hell, you know, as a joking thing. And it was like so silent right after she said that, yeah, I manage, or I'm her personal assistant or whatever with Molly Burke.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't think, maybe I came up, I don't know. Maybe I came to those two girls and I tried to hit on them and then from there turned into the conversation. I don't know. But all I know is I was talking about another girl, and then when it come to Molly Burke, I was talking how, you know, how I ghosted her, but there's other girls, and then she just happened to be. And so then I was like, oh, well, you tell Molly that I say hello. It was a pleasure meeting both of you. You have a wonderful day.
Just left.
And then the next day, I'm in that private lobby with all those like YouTubers and stuff. And guess who I bump into?
Molly
Burke. I'm like, oh, hey, Molly, how's it going? And just like, oh my God, I was about to say, like, you could see like the
look in her eyes.
The look in her eyes, right?
Yeah, I get it.
But you could feel the presence of, I cannot fucking believe it that this guy is here.
Yeah.
How dare he? So you can find that on YouTube. Molly Burke goes on a blind date. Joey Gristefa goes on a blind date with me. Well, how is Molly, by the way? How's she doing?
She's doing good.
She's fucking amazing. Am I right?
She is amazing. It was honestly, her interview was so good. So good. Like, she knows, she can just speak. Like, It was so smooth. It was so smooth. Yeah.
Out of this entire series with Adobe, like what's that like, one creator that you're just extremely, surprisingly enamored with now after video, after directing that scene?
Um, I think Prince EA, like Prince, his name's Richard. So Richard, like, I mean, you see in his videos, like he creates videos that are controversial, they're empowering, they're inspirational, and I don't know, you never really know like the character behind them. You just like see who he is online, and he is genuinely the nicest human being. And we just vibed. There was like some like technical things, like issues that we were having, and I just like walked him through it at the beginning, and like, we just got like the energy was just right on that day, and it just aligned between the both of us, and we just like had the best interview ever.
What
Just
did he
the best
what did he
interview.
what did he talk about?
His episode was on storytelling.
Okay.
So, how to be a great storyteller. Yeah.
And what does it take to be a great storyteller?
You need to make the viewer feel some type of emotion. That was a huge driving point. But he said this one line that I don't think I'm ever going to forget. And it was, if you only had one video left to create, what are you going to say? And I was like, wow, like that is like, I've never heard that before. And like, I know I'm the one conducting this interview to create this series, but like for myself, like I felt that,
Right.
So yeah.
So what is that? If you were to make one video,
What am I going to say?
yeah.
Oof. Wow. I don't know. Maybe that. Shit. I don't know.
I mean, I know. Just like get into it for a second. Like I know that you're struggling, and now you're doing a lot better,
Yeah.
and things are picking up.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, in this industry, things go high and low all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess like honestly, it's always going to be changing. I think like a week from now, my answer might be different. But if I had to say something right now, it would be along the topic of like social injustice and racism and equality. It would be along those lines. Like that's just very present right now, and things just need to be said there. And so if today I only had one video left to create, I would make it on that topic.
I think, by the way, thank you for that.
Yeah.
True allyship. I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, what's not the end game for you, but 5 years from now, do you sort of have kind of a goal or some sort of manifestation dream
for
that
sure.
you hope that you'll be, and what is it?
For sure. I have this unofficial like mantra or like slogan, and I just say I want to make cool shit with my friends. And so if I can make cool shit with my friends, I'm happy. But then like I also need to make money. So like I do have a financial goal. And it's not like a lot, but it's just like I'm not driven by money either. I'm driven by like experience.
Right.
So yeah, I just want to continue to make cool shit with my friends, make my financial goal, but I'm also like very ambitious. Like I'm not, I don't say that in a place of contentment. Like I'm not content with where I am. So I'm like very driven at the same time. So I want to continue to evolve like my voice, my craft. I want to be a great director. I don't just want to be a director.
Commercials,
going.
movies.
I always thought I would want to be like in the YouTube space, and I think I'm figuring out how to merge that because I want to go big, and I'm with each job that I get, it's getting bigger, and so I think that it can be within the YouTube space, but as like a bigger type commercial or film. Eventually maybe I want to make a movie. Like I know I'm like writing a TV show right now.
You are. What's it about?
I don't want to tell you that.
Oh,
man.
okay.
I'm writing that, man. I can't let anyone steal the goods.
Right. Okay.
Let's steal the goods.
do
It's
you,
like
bro.
it's like a comedy drama, like vibe. Yeah.
There's a guy that I just interviewed. His name is AJ Beyer, and he makes car commercials.
Cool.
And so I don't know. I was just thinking about. I could see you in the next like 4 to 5 years doing sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Commercials that are definitely on the internet, but not some user-generated content type of videos. I'm talking. You're going to be taking like full scale. We're talking red cameras. We're talking
Big productions.
a big production type of commercial stuff. Because when I see your work, that's the first thought in my head. I'm like thinking,
you, bro.
oh my God, this guy can shoot a Fast and the Furious film.
Let's go. Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
So, but yeah, thanks for sharing all that.
Of course.
Where can people fucking find you?
Instagram and TikTok at Gabriel.Desanti.
How's the reels coming along, by the way?
The reels do good, dude. You know, they like consistently get over 20,000 views, but they don't like get bigger than that.
I mean, what is your goal? Do you want to get like TikTok famous or reels? Like what's just because or what?
I think I would rather get big on TikTok
Right.
versus Instagram,
For sure.
to be honest. Like, dude, I'm already like, I've made like $5 on TikTok.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, like that's $5 more than I've ever made on Instagram. Like, it's not a lot. But I'm
because
just
of the
saying-
creator fund.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a lot, but I'm just saying, like, I feel way more motivated by, like, that incentive.
It's once you start paying, once a creator starts getting paid for what they do, you can either go one in two ways where you can sort of like, there's more pressure and so therefore you don't post,
Yeah.
or you're so excited that you end up posting more.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the goal is there. I just know I need to be, like, on those platforms, and I'm happy to be on those platforms. Like, I'm not just on TikTok just to be on TikTok. Like, I enjoy making videos or, like, watching my friends' success there, and, like...
Who's your friend right now that's, like, crushing it on TikTok?
My friend Vinny Provenzano. He's
Vinny Provenzano.
what's his username is Bad Vibes Vinny, and he's my friend from high school,
Yeah.
and he's also my barber.
Right.
And I saw you look at my hair there. I haven't had him cut my hair in a while. But he's but he's crushing it, dude. He has almost like 300K right now.
Love it.
Does like 5 million views a day, and he's dude. I love him. I love him.
You're gonna get there.
Yeah,
I know it.
we're figuring it out. you
Well,
know?
we're all just trying to figure out. Well, this is fun. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Guys, please fucking follow this person. I love him so much. LUV. So I'm saving LOVE for someone special.
Of course. Me too.
Spill the Fuzz, where you can find the highlights, and you can also, hey, can you do us a favor? Can you go on the Apple Podcast and just leave a review on this podcast? I'm trying to be more consistent. Oh, by the way, I'm doing something.
What are we doing?
If I'm no longer consistent on this podcast,
You're donating?
I'm donating. Wait, did I tell you this?
No, but I read this in a book one time.
I'm donating money to the Trump campaign.
Yeah. Is that from Think and Grow Rich?
No,
What book is that from?
I got it from Nathan For You.
Oh, no, dude. It's definitely from this book called Think and Grow Rich.
I have Think and Grow Rich
Dude,
somewhere.
have
Maybe
you read it?
Maybe that's where I got it from.
You need to, because it says if you don't, you have to hold yourself accountable. And so if you don't do it, you donate money to a cause that you hate.
Maybe that's where I got it from. I don't know, because I read it.
Yeah.
Well, how I put it is that it's like this: when you work a 9-to-5 job, you have this fear of consequence.
Mm-hmm.
But when you work and do stuff for yourself,
You really don't.
there's no fear
Yeah.
of consequence.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you do something, there's only positivity that gets gained.
Yeah.
Period. There's never a moment in my life that I've tried to do something and in a pursuit of something greater than myself that I've received like negative feedback. Maybe I didn't get the thing or the gold medal that I wanted,
Yeah.
but the learning lessons was like a positive gain.
Right, right.
And so therefore saying, hey, I'm going to donate to the Trump campaign, that's a negative consequence. That's like, hey, if you don't get your shit done, fuck you.
Yeah. So, guys, you know what? Leave a fucking review so that we don't have to donate to the Trump campaign, because we don't want that fuck to win.
Have a nice day. Thank you so much for listening. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Love you.
Bye.
Thanks, dude. It's better, right?
That's great.
It's better than just talking about what you do